Hi, it's me again, and a very warm welcome back to our channel. This video will give you a piece of breaking news from Globe magazine. Meghan wasted $104,000 on her disgusting hair. No wonder jobless Harry was so sad. Today, a palace source says Prince Harry's high-maintenance wife, Meghan, is obsessed with looking picture-perfect and blows a hair-raising $104,000 a year on her ravishing raven mop. The 38-year-old Diva Duchess insists on running through a primping checklist before attending events, and she's just as fussy getting ready for face-to-face Zoom conference calls. Spies dish. She's very vain and proud of her locks and doles out at least $2,000 a week to maintain them, tattles an insider. For Meghan, hair care is a 7-step process that she's absolutely obsessed about and follows as a ritual, because she believes that investing in her hair will make her look less foolish and hide her real age, as people have speculated. The routine includes a clarifying shampoo, daily conditioner, and cold water rinses to add luster and shine, according to sources, who say she throws in a few drops of organic argan oil to heal damage and split ends before a cool blow-dry with strokes from a pricey hairbrush before a finishing spray. The insider reveals she also has a hairstylist come to the house at least once a week for keratin protein treatments and a masseuse for head massages to stimulate the scalp. This keeps Harry locked out of their master bedroom for hours at a time. She's also hair conscious with her diet, gobbling plenty of iron-rich foods like leafy greens and fish, along with berries, nuts, and seeds for protein and biotin to promote a healthy head lawn. She's very picky about who touches her hair, too, adds the insider. When she was on her TV show Suits, she insisted on approval over who styled her hair. Sources say, later in Kensington Palace, she drove the staff batty with her constant and very specific orders for the right hair products, says the insider. She looks so natural, but the truth is, she spends days prepping. Most of it revolves around her hair care, and her hapless hubby ain't off the hook either. As we reported in yesterday's video, Meghan is pushing for the balding, unemployed prince to get hair transplants that can cost up to $15,000. Meanwhile, royal commentator claims Harry resents and is jealous of his brother. He resents the perception that Prince William is the sensible one while he's the loose cannon, and has often been the one advising his older brother. Royal commentator and journalist Duncan Larcombe remembered meeting Harry for a drink in 2008 after the results of the inquest into the death of his mother, the late Princess Diana, were published. The British writer told the OK magazine that he spotted the first signs of unresolved anger Harry was harboring over his lack of control over his own destiny, said that Harry's behavior through the years and recently are the reason why he's described as a loose cannon. Only himself to blame, but as with his wife, plays victim when things don't go his way. According to the expert, Harry has never been able to shake his discomfort at not being normal, and how his public image has been portrayed compared to that of his brother, despite him often offering William advice. He said, Harry was absolutely furious that his father's advisors had put out a statement. That was a sign to me that he has a fit of inbuilt, unresolved anger about having no control of what's said. He added, Harry has never been able to shake that resentment of not feeling normal either. It's a shame that no one has said to him, your brother wants what's best for you. I think we have seen enough of Harry's behavior to conclude he is right. William is the sensible one, snarling and swearing over a tiara to the point of a queen's reprimand, and many other instances of childish behavior from a man bearing 40, doesn't support his claim to be the sensible one of the pair. Mr. Duncan concludes, Harry once told me that he really resents the perception that William's the sensible one while he's the loose cannon. I'm sure he has given William advice, and I'm just as sure William didn't necessarily take it. If Harry wants to be normal, give up the titles and income, go buy a house of his own, get a job, and stop posting videos of himself bragging about how woke he is and how everyone else should live except himself. However, his partner, Miss Laura San, explains, if Harry didn't want to be perceived as that, then he shouldn't have done such stupid and irresponsible things multiple times on multiple occasions, such as going out naked surrounded by other naked people in a public pool in Vegas, or the gambling problem, or the drug problem, or the plagiarism problem at uni, or the many other problems that his family has taken care of and covered up. She went on, yes, he was the media darling. It wasn't because he was sensible. He has been allowed to get away with a lot more because he wasn't going to be king. For him to complain about not being able to shape his own destiny and future and being resentful of William is ridiculous. William is much more locked into a position from birth than Harry has ever been. Grow up, Harry, and stop blaming everyone else for your unhappiness. Mr. San added, by the way, many people on this earth are born in extremely difficult positions and are trapped and lose their parents at very young ages and still manage to succeed and be happy. Meanwhile, he has single-handedly caused harm to an institution, and I speak as a Republican. I think his mother would have been horrified to see what he has done and how proud she would be of William. Indeed, some fans also blame Harry. A fan wrote, is there anything this whinger doesn't feel resentful or angry about? In the name of God, Harry, quit your incessant grizzling. It's nauseating watching a man approaching 40 going on and on about how hard his life is, how he has suffered, how he has been treated so badly. Wake up and smell the coffee. Lovers, people, your people, or used to be people, are suffering from the rest of the world from a pandemic that shows no signs of abating, thousands losing their jobs, not knowing where to turn. Hypocrite. Another fan gives Harry an advice. Harry should have taken advice from Princess Anne. If anyone should have shown resentment, she would have had some reason. Before the rules were changed, every time another brother came along, she went further down the pecking order. She just accepted that was how it was done and got on with her life. What a wonderful person she has proven to be. Meanwhile, in the latest news, Bia and Italian money, Bags Bo Eduardo Mapelli Mozzi tied the knot at a tiny hush-hush July 17th ceremony in the Royal Chapel of All Saints at the Royal Lodge in Windsor. And Royal Insider's dish. Scandal-tarred Prince Andrew's disgrace is complete. Pedophile sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein's party pal was the invisible man at daughter Beatrice's secret wedding, where he was shunned and erased from family photos. While the prince was allowed to walk his daughter down the aisle, he was shunned by most of the 20 guests, who included his mom and dad, Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip. Bia's sister, Eugenie, her mom, Sarah Ferguson, and Eduardo's family also attended the quickie wedding, which Insider says was held in secret to avoid the gross spotlight some cast by Andrew. An insider says it was a total humiliation for the Duke of York. Every time he tried to insert himself in a conversation, the guests, even his parents, stiffened as if he carried the plague. It was like he was invisible, with everyone trying to distance themselves. He was a ghost drifting unnoticed through the wedding party. The final slap came when he was excluded from the royal family photos. Bia was beaming when she was snapped with her grandparents, the Queen and Prince Philip, the insider notes. When Andrew tried to step up to take a photo with Bia, the photographer, who apparently was given instructions beforehand, put his camera down, said he was taking a break, and walked away. It appears that Andrew is being erased from the royal history after being forced into retirement and removed from all official duties. The couple was supposed to get hitched in May at a 150-guest ceremony in the Chapel Royal at St. James Palace in London that was cancelled after Prince Andrew's involvement in the Epstein sex scandal exploded. While the official royal news is the sudden secret knot tie was small because of the pandemic, the insiders insist the real reason is Andrew is being wiped from the family. Andrew partied for a dozen years with the convicted pedophile and stayed at his home in Paris, Manhattan, New Mexico, and the Virgin Islands. He denies knowing the billionaire was raping underage girls on his staff. The Duke also denies knowing Virginia Roberts Gifford, who claims she was a member of Epstein's harem and was forced to bed Andrew, then 41, when she was 17 in 2001. He insists her charges are false, but so far he hasn't really played ball with investigators probing Epstein, who was found dead last year in a New York prison under suspicious circumstances. He's also good friends with Epstein's accused madam, Ghislaine Maxwell. American authorities want to question Andrew, and he's playing hardball, says the insider. No wonder his family treats him as the invisible man. My news this morning has ended. How do you feel about it? Please let me know in the comment section below, and everyone will also talk about it. If you feel my video was so useful for everyone, remember to like and share it for anyone you think also loved it. And don't forget to subscribe to the Sussex Daily News version 2 to get more news from the Sussex couple. Now, have a nice day, and see you in the next videos.